There's probably about 10 minutes at the beginning of this video where we're just sitting looking at the floor. Are we live?
I'm looking at my tan.
No. Jaundice. Oh, we're live. Hello, everyone.
Hi, everyone.
Yeah, I am actually just staring at the floor on the
I
live.
hope you're all having a lovely Tuesday.
Yes.
I actually don't know what Sam has titled this video. So we might not be talking about what we're going to talk about, but we might talk about...
We're talking about why people want to pay for coaching and the value for paying for it, because this piece came up earlier with someone that was doubting their value in coaching or trying to work out their value in coaching. And we decided that it's just not your responsibility.
Yeah. What came up for me as the client today was sharing, there was something around, so this is my personal perspective. It's not right or wrong or meant for anybody specific. But what I heard in myself was, I wouldn't want free coaching. Like, if somebody was offering me free coaching or £100 an hour sessions, that wouldn't be something where I am right now that I would be interested in. So I would be really willing to invest more to work with somebody that brings that next level, that really, really stretches me, makes me think differently, makes me step into possibility, sees my blind spots. And I'm getting clearer and clearer. I work regularly with a coach. I've not been without one since I've started coaching. And what I can see really recently is I've been taking not time out, but I've been getting really clear on what I want to get from my coaching sessions. And that isn't something that a £100 an hour session feels like it could bring me. It's like, for me, that just doesn't feel exciting. I want to work with really exciting, kind of edgy coaches. And that came up when we were speaking to a client before, because Sam's right, we were talking about value and worthiness and having it be the coach's responsibility. And it isn't the coach's responsibility. It's a partnership. And I just thought it was Sam actually suggested talking about this tonight, because we create so many stories around money, and often it's they can't afford that. We're going into a recession, we're in an economic downturn, so people are not spending, and that might be true for many people out there, but we don't often look at the other side of the money story, where I experienced this firsthand. I'm willing to invest in myself right now. I would choose to work with expensive coaches rather than somebody who was offering hey, 6 sessions for free. So there was just something around keeping a check-in on this money stories that we're telling ourselves and not making assumptions that came up for me.
Definitely, because I came up with the analogy of, it's like trying to go dating without asking someone's permission to go on a date. So you're going to be there on your own, and then you're going to start questioning, well, what's wrong with me? Why am I here on my own? And all along, it's because you've forgotten to have a conversation with somebody first. And it's important to remember as well, you said something really important about value, right? And how the worthiness. And often before we even got to that conversation, we have been gifted, lovingly, we've been gifted conditioning around money from parents, from peers, from experiences from the past. We've got to know that. We've got to check in with that, because all that shit's going to come at you hard and fast when you're starting to have conversations around worthiness. And it's kind of irrelevant, like you say, because it's not about you, it's a partnership. And having that, just going into that conversation around money really open and talking to people and exploring what it is that they want and creating a value between you and that experience that's valuable, then that will create a scenario that people want to invest in themselves because they're excited about it. It's not like, oh, I'm going to pay you to keep doing this. It's like, should we do this? Are you ready for this? Like, you handing over that money and me being invested in you and you being invested in me in this relationship, exciting shit's going to happen. And that for me is like, that's the fun of it, because it can get so heavy, can't it, around money? And all that conditioning comes at you hard and fast, and it just doesn't have to be like that. So if you're feeling like you're in a place where worthiness is unworthy or lack of self-belief is kicking in, maybe instead of working on that, just approach it differently, because that conditioning is going to be there when you're talking about money. And even when you go into your coaching sessions, it's going to happen, right? There's always going to be elements of doubt, fear. Yeah, I think that's kind of what I wanted to share, really.
I wonder if it's worth sharing a game for willing participants. We talked about this today as well. And for me, this really feels relevant if people are watching and listening who feel like I've had a number of sessions with people and it is fear that is putting me off making a proposal. And that's it, nothing else. It's not like, oh, the client was flat, so it wasn't the right time to have that conversation. There was a shift in energy during the session, so it didn't feel like the right time to make a proposal. You know, if it's none of those reasons, if it genuinely just feels like, okay, if I'm being really honest with myself, I'm just putting off doing this because it's scary.
Yeah.
Then the question that I ask is, have they had enough experience of you and you of them for them and you to understand whether it would be fun and cool to work together? And if the answer is yes, then make the proposal. Like, next session, make the proposal. So if you find yourself, you're 3 sessions in and you haven't made a proposal, and there's definitely been some really good insight, momentum, experience, we challenge you to make the proposal and just start playing the proposals game this week.
Yes. It's no accident there's a correlation between the more proposals you make, the more clients you create. I mean, there's absolutely no, it's just the way it is. I'm not even going to dig in further into that. It's just is the way it is. And I think you made a really good point as well when you were talking about creating value. It's like, if money's an issue for you, not money's an issue for you, but in terms of that worthiness and that the fear around money, just have those first 2 sessions, just take money completely off of the table. Like, take it off the table completely. Don't even entertain the idea of talking about money, and really create an epic experience from somebody, from invitation to coaching, in between the sessions and another coaching session. Serve the shit out of them. Like, really show what care and love means and working with you looks like. Because when you do come to that conversation at the end and you're sharing, it could look like, has this been good for you? Have you enjoyed this? Is this something you'd like to do more of? It's like, yeah, actually, okay, so should we talk about that? Yeah, let's do that. All right, then. You get into that conversation, then you can kind of get into the lightness of it, because by that point, really what it comes down to is just a conversation. Nothing other than just yes or no. And when you're confident enough, you can explore the yes and no with them. But to start with, if you're not confident doing that, it's just a yes or no. But really have that first couple of sessions be about nothing other than you serving, loving, and working with that person. Just take the rest off the table.
So you're basically saying, love the shit out of somebody and then propose to them.
Yeah, I mean, it's not marriage, but you know what I'm saying. Yeah.
But if there are any marriage, like wedding proposals going on as a result of watching this video, we want to be involved.
Yeah, can we come to the wedding?
Yeah.
Top table. But yeah, I think exactly what I'm saying. We get so caught up in this idea of, I'm a coach and I've got to get it right, and it's like, fuck that. Take it off the table and just do what you do best and learn on the job and go and coach. Do whatever that looks like. And in between sessions, you can check in and send them something or whatever, like whatever service looks like to you, and have them have that experience that they really want to talk about working with you. And then the rest kind of looks after itself.
And this might be our shortest ever live.
I think that's a good thing, though.
Yeah.
I think that's a good thing. So, guys, if you have questions, please let us know. We are always here to answer your questions, but only if you're going to put them into action. We're not going to just answer questions to create more information. The other thing to remember is that we're still doing our 4-week course. There's 2 weeks left. Got tomorrow and the week after. And we are still looking, we are looking, because it's only started today, for our course, our online course. Pioneers. So we're looking for 10 beta testers, and we're gifting that for 50% off until those 10 spots are filled, and the first space went to me. So just tell us if you want in, you can have in.
Cool. See you soon.
Done. Take care, guys. If I can work it.